Hey guys, it's Blizzardstorm, and welcome to a playthrough I'm beginning of Dragon Age Origins. Now, with Inquisition coming out November, I can't remember what the date is exactly, it's November. I thought now it's beginning of September, that should give me enough time to hopefully get through this game. I mean, this is a game that there's a lot of content, and I want to do as much as possible. I played it on Xbox 2-3 years ago now, and I played the main story all the way through, and I played about half the Awakening expansion, but I never finished Awakening. So this time I'm going to try and finish Awakening. And I've done a few mods for this series, nothing major, just a few slight mods. I've got a mod which gives me more hairstyles, stuff like that, just nothing over the top, and also another one which just makes NPCs more interesting. They just do more stuff, they walk around and they don't just stand around as much, they're just a bit more lively, and it makes it more, it's like believable. It's called the Immersion Pack or something like that, I can't remember. But yeah, I'll put the links to them in the description if you want to check those mods out, and there's so many other mods. I did have a high resolution texture mod, but it made it look a bit weird. The character models just look weird with it, so I decided to turn that off. So without further ado, let's begin. I'm doing this with a fuck ton of DLC installed, including the Awakening, all the other stuff. A lot of it I've never actually done. So I play on Xbox, all I had it was Awakening. I didn't have any of Liliana's song or like half of these, so it's going to be cool. So a lot of this content is going to be new to me. So let's start a new game of Origins. I'm going to let this cutscene play and I'm going to shut up for it. So if you want to skip it, you can. But yeah.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Okay then, so let's choose our thing. When I played it before, I played as a male dwarven noble. I'm gonna go with a female character this time, just to be different. Race is human, elf. I'm not gonna go dwarf. Human or elf? Human or elf? I'm gonna go with human. And in class, I'm gonna go with play as a warrior. Mage is more support character. I don't want to be that much of a support. I'm gonna go with a rogue. I think, yeah, I'm gonna go with a rogue. In which case, I'm gonna have to be a human noble. So yeah. So we're gonna be a female human rogue who's a noble.
Greetings.
Hello. Okay then. Presets. Let's just cycle through these. Oh, okay. That face looks quite nice. Just the hair's a bit weird. We're gonna have that face, and we're gonna put on a different hair, I think. The DLC ones are towards the end here. Some of them are a bit over the top. I mean, seriously, look at that. If I change the colour, hang on. That's a bit over the top. Right. I don't want to be too anime. There was one I saw a minute ago. Where is it? Oh, that one. That one looks quite nice. Yeah, we're gonna go with that one. And hair colour. I think we're gonna go with redhead probably. Yeah. Eyebrows gonna be just slightly darker. Yeah, that looks good. Eyes, gonna keep them as they are, I think. Make them bigger, smaller, keep them about there, I think. Eye colour, let's make it blue. There we go. Nose. I'm gonna go with that nose, I think. Yep. Mouth. I'm gonna keep that the same. Make the lips tight, slightly smaller. Over by under by. Just keep that the same. Jaw and cheeks, keep them the same, I think. Neck and ears, can't even see the ears. Neck thickness can stay the same. Portrait. Let's have a looking up a bit. About there. Look a little bit to the right. Camera distance. Just see where it was. A bit more central. Background. Blue one. Expression. That one. Let's just turn you around a tiny bit. There. Name. Alyssa sounds quite nice. I think we're just going to go with the default name, to be honest, because Alyssa Cusland. Oh, you can't change the last name. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's part of the story then. Alyssa. Yeah, we're going to keep Alyssa. Or Ellie. Yep, okay. I'm fine with that. Points. I'll put a tiny bit on dexterity. A little bit on cunning's quite good. Constitution, and then the rest on strength. Stealing, travel, making, survival. Combat training improved. Just go with that for now, I think. Yep. Points to spend on talents. Let's go on dual weapon training. Of course, I want to do dual weapon finesse. There we go. Let's play. We're just gonna keep it on normal.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, Your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown. Not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it?
Oh, you played this game
I only
before.
received the call from the king a few days ago myself.
Well, now much of a dick
I'll send my eldest off
that
with
guy
my
is
men.
on the right.
You and I will
Later
ride
on.
tomorrow just like the old days.
True.
I won't say
But we
anymore.
both had less grey in our hair then. And we fought all legions, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the
Are
same.
you going to see me yet?
I'm sorry,
There
Pop,
I
didn't
am.
see you there. Hal, you remember my daughter?
I see she's become a lovely young woman. Pleased to see you again, my dear.
Oh, thank you. Is your family here?
Oh no, I left them in Amaranthine, well away from the fighting in the south. They do send their best wishes. My son Thomas asked after you. Perhaps I should bring him with me next time.
Yeah, I don't know. Just
See what I
arranged
contend
marriage.
with, Hal? There is no telling my fierce girl anything these days. Make her bless her heart.
Quite talented, I'm sure. One to watch.
At any rate, Pop, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
Okay. Do my best. You guys are quite like to go into battle. I'd probably say that.
I'm certain you'd more than prove yourself, but I am not willing to deal with your mother if you join the war. She'd kill me if I let you go. She's already twisted into knots about Fergus and me going.
If you don't send me, I'll kill you. With my own father. What the fuck? I'll talk to my mother, see if I
I
can
doubt
convince
that.
her.
You know your mother, and she made it clear there is no debate. This is no needless task. I ask you to take a great responsibility. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away. Yes. There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Kuzland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true.
Show my face.
But Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are,
I
right?
feel like look at the back of my head all the time. Well, I know what they are, but they defeated the Darkspawn long ago.
Not permanently, I fear.
Without their warning of the Darkspawn rising now, half the nation could have been overrun before we'd had a chance to react. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your daughter is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is my daughter we're talking about. I have not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Fine. Of course.
In the meantime, find Fergus, and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
Where is he?
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt. Spending some last moments with his wife and my grandson. Be a good lass and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Fine. Okay, that's the one thing I love about this game, is the different backgrounds you have. Different races, different backgrounds, and they all have their own unique introduction to the game. And I don't know about all of them, but when I did the Oh my god, how many codex entries are coming up? Jesus Christ. I don't know about the, let's go look at it. The, this one, but the, Dwarven Noble I did is, beginning linked to a quest later on in the game. So that was quite cool. Hello.
Surely that's not true.
It is true. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, one thing that's good about this one, which is quite different to the console version, is the ability to do this and basically play it like Diablo, which is fucking awesome. The console version, you're stuck to walking around like this, and whilst it might be a little bit more immersive, and I'm not a massive fan of these sort of RPGs, I prefer action RPGs like this. You know, you're actively doing it. I think this is a good balance between it, and you'll see when we're in combat later on how it's more you select an enemy and then you're doing an attack to them rather than actually physically pressing buttons and doing the attacks. But it's still action oriented.